So this is something that I saw. This is something I saw this, right? This is, when I see things, I see them. And so this is something that I saw. This is Joseph Robinette Biden 2, because again, unfortunately, right? Joseph Robinette Biden 1, the programming was a little messed up. So we had to update to a new version, Joseph Robinette Biden 2. And this new version, it's got some glitches that carry over from the first version, but it is the most updated version of Joseph Robinette Biden. So Joseph Robinette Biden 2 is telling us that, you know, maybe we will have a Republican in the cabinet. Let's watch.
Have you considered
as the spectrum of the Democratic Party?
Have you considered, for the sake of national unity, selecting or nominating a Republican, someone who voted for President Trump?
Yes, and we still have a lot more appointments to make. I want this country to be united. The purpose of our administration is, once again, united. We can't keep this virulent political dialogue going. It has to end.
Should we expect an announcement?
No.
Not ever or not soon?
No, not soon.
Yo, Joe Biden is so fucking awkward, dude. This guy is so awkward. For those of you that weren't here, I played this classic in today's intro.
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
So this is like Joe Biden's bringing it back. Not ever or not soon. I just thought it was so funny. Should we expect an announcement? No. I'm just going to nominate this Republican to the cabinet in February. I'm just going to nominate them. No announcement. I'm never going to announce
this
it.
Virulent political dialogue going. It has to end.
Should we expect an announcement?
No.
Not ever or not
It's
soon?
just so
No, not
awkward.
soon.
It's so awkward.
Okay. What about former rivals from your own party, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren? Have you talked to them about cabinet?
Can we please, and I know I have no fucking, jurisdiction on what the fuck Lester Holt's doing, but can we please stop putting Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren in the same fucking sentence? Like, anybody that actually paid any attention at all during the primary process knows that they are as far away as possible, right? Elizabeth Warren is a disgusting, conniving, fucking lying capitalist fucking narcissist. Bernie Sanders, maybe a couple of those things, but at least he actually backs Medicare for all. At least he wants to end fucking foreign wars, right? So, Elizabeth Warren doesn't want to do anything about that. Elizabeth Warren's, one of her chief things during the primary was, oh, we're going to use our military to combat climate change, right? We're going to bomb and drone strike countries that won't reduce their carbon emissions. Like, what the fuck kind of strategy? Please stop using them in the same sentence. They're not even remotely similar. I know. I'm speaking to the choir here, but Jesus Christ.
Have you talked to them about cabinet positions?
Well, what I've talked to them. Look, as I said, we already have significant representation among progressives in our administration. But
now, I just want to say, as far as I'm aware, and I could be mistaken here. I haven't followed the Biden transition as closely as other people have, but I have seen zero progressives. I have seen zero leftists as part of the transition process. Part of any potential future cabinet roles. I have not seen a single progressive, anyone with even a critique of capitalism, like someone who's ever thought, maybe capitalism isn't 100% perfect. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not even joking here when I say that. Maybe I missed one or something, or maybe this is they're already down the pike. I don't know, but haven't seen it yet. So
there's nothing really off the table. But one thing is really critical. Taking someone out of the Senate, taking someone out of the House, particularly a person of consequence, is a really difficult decision that would have to be made. I have a very ambitious, very progressive agenda, and it's going to...
I just want to say, I do agree with Joe Biden here. And I really do think that the conversation being framed about whether or not Bernie Sanders becomes Labor Secretary or whatever the fuck, I really think that this is I personally, I could be swayed on this. I'm not, I'm whatever, but I would rather have Bernie Sanders in the Senate and get someone who's not in government, right? Who's on Bernie's payroll or agenda, connected to the campaign. That kind of situation. I would rather have someone like that be the head of labor instead of Bernie, removing him from the Senate and creating that kind of vacuum. Also, if Bernie does go into the Joe Biden administration, he's not going to be able to be as aggressive against the Biden administration. So again, now that Joe Biden has been elected president, Bernie Sanders has actually started very much so heavily criticizing him. and I appreciate that. And he cannot do that within the Biden administration. So I'd rather have someone Bernie adjacent, but that is a good point.
It's a very progressive agenda, and it's going to take really strong leaders in the House and Senate to get it done.
The head of the GSA yesterday.
Anyway, so the big headline here is earlier when Joe Biden was like, yeah, sure, we'll have a Republican. Now, I just want to say this unequivocally. No, we did not vote for Republicans to be in the executive branch. That's not what happened, okay? That didn't occur, right? Nobody did that, all right? 0% of the human population, right, wants Republicans in the executive branch. I'm sorry. That, that's scientific data. Prove me wrong. Facts don't care about your feelings. All right. So the idea, right, that we're going to vote for Democrats and get Republicans, it's weird. Now, again, you can, make the judgment that Joe Biden is a Republican in Democrat clothing. I can agree with that, actually. But my point is, we voted for people with the D next to their name, motherfucker. And I'm not talking about dick. I'm talking about Democrat, okay? The idea that you're going to reward someone like John Kasich, right? Someone who enabled Trump, right, and let Trump exist, didn't drop out, didn't coalesce behind someone like Ted Cruz or something, right, enabled the Trump presidency. They're going to be rewarded for that? No, right? And anyone else on the top of this guy's list for Republican picks, I'm sorry, Mitt Romney no, fuck off, dude. This shit is ridiculous, okay? The way to beat Republicans is not by unifying with them, it's by beating them in the game. They need to be destroyed. The Republican Party must be eradicated, and I do think that Trump running in 2024 again will help facilitate that. However, if Biden's going to be giving establishment Republicans some executive slots, that actually, now that I think about that, that might actually accelerate the split in the Republican Party. Like, if you have someone like Mitt Romney join the Biden administration or John Kasich join the Biden administration, the fucking base of the Republican Party will be so fucking mad about that. Actually, you know what? All right, let's do it, Joe. Let's do it. I'm endorsing this plan of action. There you go. Change my mind? Change my mind. There you go. See? Let's get it? Hell yeah.